my background, I'm a musician, right? I was on the road for a long, long time. And what drew me to that was the creative freedom, but also the sort of the energy transference between me and the other guys that were up on stage and the audience, right? But I find a lot of those same freedoms and enjoyments in the kitchen. I still have a wonderful creative outlet. I'm able to, you know, offer joy to people, right? But cooking is a level deeper. It's much more intimate because you have to think, you know, these guests are actually they're putting this in their mouth. They're going to let this nourish their body. It's going to become a part of them, right? So whenever I'm able to do that and, you know, and get a warm hug from the guest, even at the end of it, that's what it's all about for me. You know, again, it's creating the experience. It's about nourishing people's bodies with good, wholesome, whole ingredients. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about for me as a chef. The study of simplicity with good ingredients would have to be the anchovy crostini, right? We start with our, you know, low-cal bakery bread, toast it, little crostinis, and then we do a slice of eschere butter, which is, you know, it's like the world's best butter, right? That goes on the crostini, and then a beautiful Sicilian anchovy, a little bit of parsley, a little bit of lemon zest, and that's it. And you know, you pick one of these up and you put it in your mouth, and at first you get the crunchiness from the crostini, and then that smooth, cool, extremely creamy butter hits the palate. And then you get that briny blast of, like, you know, of the sea from the anchovy. And then the parsley adds freshness, and the lemon zest adds, you know, a little bit of acidity. And really, with 5 ingredients, it's just an explosion of flavor. So, and again, that's the kind of stuff that I like to cook is, you know, great ingredients prepared in a rustic yet refined way, and that's what we're all about. So, I also really appreciate Italian food because it can be a study in simplicity. And what I mean by that is, you know, you take flour, eggs, water, and through a little bit of manipulation, you make beautiful pasta, you know? And then, you know, of course, we do all of our sausages in-house, the hot Italian, crumble a little bit of that up, you know, sear it really hard, make a ragu, and then a little bit of Parmesan cheese, toss all of that together. And again, it doesn't seem like much, so you're like, man, there's only, you know, so many ingredients on here, but then you eat it, and you're like, man, this it just makes you feel good. You're like, it's one of those things that, you know, the end result is bigger than the sum of its parts. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I love haute cuisine, and there are a lot of guys doing a lot of really, really cool shit with, you know, molecular gastronomy and all that sort of thing. But for me, it's much more enjoyable to sit down and eat, you know, like real food that makes you think of, you know, maybe when you were younger, or a great experience you had with family or friends, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So.